one picked the fewest number of flowers, the lowest number of flowers? Who picked the least number, the fewest number, the smallest number of flowers? They are all, those are synonyms, that meaning the same. So, is it Jessie, Enes, or Ans, or Paulo? Which one? Excellent, it's Jessie. She got the fewest number of flowers. How did I know? I don't have to count here. As you can see, she got the shortest row. She got the shortest row. Okay, now I need to ask you a question. Now, how many flowers did Paulo pick more than Jessie? Let's see together. Here, they are the same till this part, right? As you can see here, Jessie and Paulo, okay? But Paulo got how many more flowers here? How many more flowers? One more flower. Excellent. So as I told you before yesterday, that we use the graph and we use the charts in order to make it easier to compare between different data. Okay? Now, let's start the share and show part. Let's read what is required together. It says, use the tally chart to complete the picture graph. Draw a happy face or smiley face for each child. Now, this graph and this tally chart is about what? You can see what it is about from the title right here. What is it about? Excellent, good job. It's about the favorite sandwich, right? Okay, so they ask the students or children, what is your favorite sandwich? And actually they figured out that there are 4 favorite sandwiches. The first one is a cheese. The second one is ham, which is a kind of meat that we Muslims don't eat, okay? Tuna, okay? And turkey, okay? Then, let's see. Those are the kind of sandwiches. Those are tally marks for each sandwich, which means what? Each tally mark represents one child. Each tally mark like this represents one child. So if I asked you, how many children liked the cheese sandwich and they consider it as their favorite sandwich? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So as long as I have 5 tally marks or 5 tallies, which means 5 children. Okay? Okay. Then what about the ham? What about the ham? Let's count together how many tally marks do we have here, okay? 1, 2, which means this tuna sandwich is the favorite sandwich for only 2 children. Okay, of course, the word children is a plural of child. Now, what about the tuna sandwich? Let's count together how many tally marks or tallies do we have for the tuna sandwich. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here, this means that 4 children, they consider the tuna sandwich as their favorite sandwich. So 4 children. What about the turkey? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3. So only 3 children consider the turkey sandwich as their favorite one. Now we want to convert the tally chart into a picture graph, or to use the tally chart to complete the picture graph. As I told you before, the most important thing before creating or making a picture graph or even reading it is to read the key. I want you to highlight this word. Okay? Each happy face or smiley face stands for one child. Now, let's start with the cheese. We got here 5 tallies, so it's 5 children. And since each smiley face stands for one child, how many smiley faces should I draw? Can you think with me? Excellent, 5. So we will draw 5 happy faces like this. Okay. 4 and 5. Okay. What about the ham? How many children consider it as their favorite sandwich? We got here 2 tallies, which means 2 children. And we will draw here 2 smiley faces because only 2 children consider the ham sandwich as their favorite sandwich. Now what about the tuna? We got 4 tallies, which means 4 children. Let's draw 4 smiley faces. 1, 2, 3, and finally 4. Now, what about the turkey sandwich? How many children consider it favorite sandwich? Let's see here. Here we got how many tallies? 3, which means 3 children. So we have to draw 3 smiley faces or happy faces. Excellent. Okay. Now, how many children choose tuna? Let's read from the picture graph. Okay? So we can be trained how to read it more and more. Now, we have the key here which says each smiley face stands for one child. So for the tuna, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So we got 4 children. Now, how many more children choose cheese than ham? Okay, let's see. This is for the ham, this, okay? While this is for the cheese. As you can see here, they match till this part. All those happy faces or smiley faces are extra. Let's count in order to know how many more children choose a cheese than ham. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Excellent. So the answer is 3 more children. You can do it this way or